What if I told you you could literally double your damage on your mana stacker by crafting a deceptively simple pair of perfect wands? I'm currently sitting at 35 million Shock Nova DPS, which is literally double the damage of a Pledge of Hand setup, even when you factor in the extra damage link. And the funny part is that extra link comes with a pretty heavy downside, a massive mana cost multiplier. Meanwhile, these wands scale your mana pool, which boosts your ES and makes the build even tankier. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy AP, and today I'm going to show you how to level up your mana stacker with a pair of perfect GG wands. I'll walk you through the whole process step by step so you don't have to pay the insane premium of buying them off trade. For my character, this took me from 16 million to 36 million DPS, and honestly, it's a complete no-brainer. We're going to start with the actual tutorial because that's really all you need, but I'm also including an edited stream highlight where I craft both wands for dual wielding. So if you're a visual learner, you can follow along the entire process. This section will be timestamped and placed at the end of the video. Let's hop in game and get started. This is the perfect wand we're going to craft today. It needs to be item level 83 profane wand base, and for the prefixes, it should have high spell damage, high flat mana, and the third one can either be high flat lightning damage to spells, or it could be high hybrid mana spell damage. For suffixes, these are very straightforward: cast speed, chance to deal double damage, and chance to deal double damage while focused. And let's compare this quickly in Path of Building. This is my current character on a very common Pledge of Hands setup. So we have Shock Nova that has a level 1 power charge on critical corruption with the best 6 links. So Archmage, Lightning Pen, Arcane Surge, Invert the Rules, because now I'm on an Invert the Rules setup, as well as Cruelty. We're sitting at 18.48. So we're going to swap over to the wands. And now we're going to take off Cruelty, but we need to put in Greater Spell Echo. So we went all the way up to 37.4 million, essentially doubling our damage there. Is that even a little bit more than doubling? Anyways, it is a massive damage increase, as you can see. So let's get into the process here. So as I said, you're going to start by buying a profane wand that's item level 83. And that's all you have to do. It just needs to be 83. And in order to get the cast speed, you're going to use a Deafening Essence of Misery, which can roll between 29 and 32 cast speed. So you're going to click that on your wand, and it needs to have 32% because you're not going to want to divine it. So just use these until it has 32% cast speed, and then we need to fracture it. So fracturing will need at least 4 modifiers on the item for it to work. So it's going to be at best a 25% odds. If you have more than 4 modifiers, you should use an Orb of Annul to bring it down to 4. Even if you take off the cast speed, who cares? Like, these essences are pretty cheap. You just spam until you get it again. So it should have 4 mods, and it should also have 32% cast speed. Once you succeed on the fracture, now we're on step 2, and you're just going to spam Deafening Essence of Woe, which guarantees that spell damage roll. And now I guess we can look on Path of Exile so I can explain the odds here, because we are just slamming Essence of Woe to try and get all the prefixes done. This is the hardest step. Once the prefixes are done, the suffixes are super simple because we already have one fractured. One-handed weapons, wand, we're going to use Essence of Woe, and we do want to add the fracture in before we do the calculation. So to fracture in this program, you just look for cast speed, and then you right click, but you have to have checked fracture first. And I said we were aiming for high maximum mana. If you're trying to get T1, it would take 150 different essences until you hit this, because it is a 400 weighting. So honestly, even though I'm saying perfect, realistically, you don't have to go for absolutely perfect T1. I was ready to settle for slightly lower, even though technically speaking, this one did hit T1. This other one was a little bit less. So let's say, honestly, T4 is incredibly good still. So now it's 22% chance. And while you are doing this, if you hit a good modifier, do not be scared to try and exalt the last one on. You never want the exalt to fill your suffixes. So for example, here, let's just imagine there was only the maximum mana. We didn't have the spell mana hybrid. And then there's an open suffix. If you exalt slam, it could go onto the suffix. So whenever you're trying to exalt, you need to bench craft on a random suffix to block it. So we're forcing it on the prefix. So basically, every 22 Essence of Woes, you're going to probably be in a situation where you can try and exalt slam and get lucky. And you can either possibly exalt slam hybrid, or you could exalt slam a super high roll of flat. Either or. And to show the odds of just hitting this naturally without even doing that, you see getting like T4 hybrid with T4 or higher mana, that is 1000 Essence of Woe. And if you want to get T4 mana with, let's say, T3 flat, because flat's a little bit easier, that is 500. But again, it should be easier than this. It's not going to take 500 essences, because as I said, just getting one thing alone is 1 in 22, but you could also potentially only get the flat, right? And then you could exalt slam on the mana. And you could also only get hybrid, and then you could exalt slam the mana. So there's a lot of different possibilities here. The nice thing about exalts being so cheap is they do make the Path of Exile estimations a lot higher than what you're realistically going to be paying. So eventually you're going to get in a situation where you just have your prefixes, be it, maximum mana hybrid or maximum mana flat. And now to get the suffixes, you are going to craft on the bench. Prefixes can't be changed, which costs 2 divine orbs. And after you do that, you're going to go and use a Veiled Chaos Orb. And this has I think like a 5 to 10% chance of filling the suffixes, and then you're kind of fucked. But it's pretty low, so I would just do this anyways. You can use the more expensive Veiled Orb. I think, is it Veiled Exalted Orb? How much I wouldn't do this, but it's an option if you're risk averse. And yeah, this is like 7 divs. It would never fill. So okay, let's just talk about the situation if you're super scared. This has a bad suffix, spell critical strike chance. So you would do prefix can't be changed, scour to get rid of that spell critical strike chance. You'd do another prefix can't be changed, and then you would do the Veiled Exalted Orb, and it will guarantee give you the Veiled thing without filling. Once we have the Veiled text, before we unveil it, we're going to want to craft on a modifier to help make chance to deal double damage or chance to deal double damage while focused more likely. And you can see on the far right which mods will block multiple different outcomes. So all the charges have number 17. So that means if you craft one of these, it will block all of them for 3,000 weighting removed from the pool. But the best thing to block is down here because it has 4. This removes 4,000 weighting. So you're going to craft on any of the dot multipliers. Cast speed, Arcane Surge is already blocked because we fractured that. And now you're just going to have to pray we hit double damage or chance to deal double damage while focused. And if you miss, you're just going to do prefix can't be changed, and you can just hit another Veiled Chaos Orb on top of whatever you have, and it's going to remove that. You don't have to scour or anything. Just keep trying until we hit this. After that step is done, you're going to want to quality it to 20 and then put it in the harvest bench. And I like to go for area of effect per quality, but realistically, you have several options. You could go elemental damage per quality if you wanted. So those are 2 different options here. And then you are finished your GG wand. You never have to worry about it again. Divine it if you want, get it perfect, and start blasting. All right, the video is going to transition into me actually doing the craft, so feel free to stick around if you want to watch that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Helps me out with the algorithm, and I'll catch you live on twitch.tv. Peace. Not rotation either. I was just doing the Astrolab. Wow, that has max T1 max mana on it. Fuck, it missed it. Congrats, D-Tech. Nice. Okay, that's what I like to see. We've got 2 of these fractured vases. This is worth 45.
Oh. At that price?
Okay, we got this. You should do Fortress, and there are 3 scarabs you can use to make it much easier. I forget what they're called. In the stack deck farming video, I go over how to... I mentioned the 3 scarabs. Maybe someone in chat knows what they're called. But they basically make it a white map, so it's extremely easy to do. Oh. I need some annuls.
All in order. I'll let you know.
Are we gonna exalt slam it? Nope. Um, Crazy how hard this is. When it was supposed to be like 14 tries to hit it. We might get it now. Oh. Yeah, stability's good. Did I do the math wrong on this? Like, what is happening here? Did this thing to get boat? Hold on. Oh my god, it's actually a lot harder to hit this. Hold on, I needed to do... How do you do this? Fuck, I shouldn't have rolled over that. It's fucking like 400 to hit this. Oh my god, I'm never gonna hit this again. This is not even like good. The thing I hit was crazy. This is so bad. I rolled over something that I'm never gonna hit again. I gotta just never read chat. Chat always says roll over. This is impossible to hit. This is fucking 1000. That was a 1 in 1000. I'm gonna scroll back and ban whoever said to roll over. This 5 and 8. Is it possible? I'm tilted.
Business. Or we'll make it happen.
I don't have enough things to sell to make these.
We'll make it happen.
Maybe we multi-mod, but I really don't want to. Holy shit. Well, we got what we rolled over. So we hit T3 and Tier 4. I think this is actually better than what we rolled over. That's good. Now let's should we finish that or keep crafting this? Maybe we finish the one. I need 2 divine orbs. What can I sell for 2 divine orbs? Let me change zones to refresh. I can sell... It's saying I have 42 divs of stuff to sell, so like I should be able to. It's just obnoxious because it's like lots of small things. We're just gonna sell. We're just gonna go down the list, sell everything. That's how to do it.
We'll make it happen.
Ancient orbs next. Everything's gotta go.
I'll put the word out.
Horn Scarab of Bloodlines. Two of these. It says I have 2. Why won't it let me sell them?
for me?
124, 248.
Well, make it happen.
I think we have enough to buy our thing.
Well, make it happen.
Okay. Prefix can't be changed. And Veiled Orb. Please don't fill. Didn't fill. And now we need to block. Why is some stuff already blocked? No, nothing's blocked. This is blocked. So if we block a charge, you're saving 3,000. If you block a multi, you're saving 4,000. So you block a multi. No, I'm not gonna take ones, it's fine. So we craft any multi and just pray. Doesn't matter which multi. We want double damage or double damage while focused. It doesn't really matter. We got one. Should we divine this? This definitely should be divined. But I don't have divines, we'll do it later. Okay. Let's... That doesn't look like a 6 mod item, does it? It's because so many of the mods are stacking on top of each other. Let's see how much damage we got. So we were 18 mil. Now we're 19.6. If we made this twice, we would be at 21, like 18 to 21. Do you guys want to craft this? So to craft, hold on. We could even put a harvest anoint on it, but we'd have to go back to harvest. I sold all my stuff. Oops. Wait. Hey, Azrael. Let me put this on before I delete it or something. It's just Essence of Woe, Torb. We're just Essence of Woe with annuls and exalts until we hit it. We can go again with this one. This one has 111 spell damage and 100 mana. This has 113 spell damage and 150 mana. So this is like 50 mana short. What is the... How hard is this to hit? This takes 270 essences to hit. Oh, that's pretty bad. Maybe I keep this. Just to get back to this is 270. Is this, I'm not sure what I want to do with that. This other weapon's actually worth, like, a decent amount.
What have you got for me? Business, business, business. Really? I'll update that.
Yeah, sure, Deathstroke. What do you craft? Let's actually see how hard it is to get these prefixes. T4 and T3. In fact, let's just do T4 and T4. These prefixes are 1 in 1,100 chance to hit. I did not hit that many. I got lucky. 1,100 woe essences. But it will be higher because if you only have one prefix that's good, you craft to fill your suffix and you exalt slam. So it's better. Mainly the mana being a problem. Well, you're trying to essence spam 3 prefixes, yeah. It's because the weightings are... If you look at the weightings, you see, this is like, after a tier 4, it starts to get hard. Same with here. Suffixes are supposed to be easy because you fractured a suffix. So obviously, like, unveil and craft, the suffixes are free. The suffixes are entirely free. The prefix is the only problem. I don't think you do anything to this. The problem with this is I don't like fractured prefix because you understand why, right? Because with this, it's hard to get the prefixes, but then it's done. Like the suffixes are just free. For here, your prefixes are easier because you fractured the mana. And honestly, you even missed your prefixes because you don't have the second mod is not very good. But now, how do you do the suffixes? The suffixes become expensive because you need to do like lock prefix reforge. So I don't think you can make this better. I wouldn't try. It's still really good. You could just use this as it. This is really good. Like realistically, this compared to mine, the mana is more than mine. The spell damage is similar to mine. But again, it's just hard to get the suffixes, right? So I have like 15% double damage, which you don't have. Reforge can fill it, but it's very low chance. If you really wanted to, you could just do the prefix can't be changed and then scour and then do another prefix can't be changed and then do a veiled exalted orb and it's guaranteed. But I just took the risk because fuck, I don't have the money anyways. It's such a low chance to fill.
Hello.
Maybe we need, or well, actually, hold on. Let's first put on the belt for farming maps that are not terrible. Maybe we go back to the easy strat.
Make it happen. I'll put the word out.
I currently have Griefcool and Brine King.
You've got a fair. Ah. I'll put the word out.
There we go. So I fractured 3, and we missed 7. You really should... Wait, you should miss 9 on average. I've had good fracturing luck. Alternate map for Glacier. For stack decks, I'm doing City Square, and it's very, very, very good. But it depends on the strat, I guess. Barely below, yeah. It's not that much better. Holy. Oh my god. Look at this. It's T1 mana. I need to Exalt Slam. Fuck. Rage. Oh my god. You know what? This is worth a slam here. I'll slam this. Is this better than my other one? This one's much better. This is 130 mana. Is it better than this? No. But I'll hold on to this as my best one. I think this is the proper way to craft. So you never feel bad.
The Maryline is... We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Smart, Maddie. Maybe I should be doing that too. I should definitely be doing that. I'm freeing up a lot of buttons, so I might as well. Holy shit. It's T1 again. Please hit hybrid. Oh my god. How much worse is this actually though? %20 chance to deal double damage. It is almost the same. I think I should keep this, honestly. Because actually, realistically, you could say this is better because it's non-conditional. This damage is conditional. Well, no, actually, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna have the conditional damage anyways. It's just slightly worse. But it's fine. Divination Scarab is all, I don't know, it's like less than 2C. It's so cheap. It went down in price by a lot. Okay, we're gonna do prefix can't be changed. And then thanks for the gift of subs, Ariel. Build Chaos Orb.
All in order. I should raise my fees.
Hopefully we hit this on the first try like last time. Hopefully it doesn't fill. That would be crazy if it filled. We're safe. Alright, Benchcraft multi. And this needs to hit double damage. Oh, we hit it. Let's go. Wow, we're done. We've got our Giga Wands. Wow, that's crazy. That's a big upgrade. Do I need to divine this? Oh, I need to divine this. I actually should divine this. Look at how good this gets with a divine. This is min roll, spell damage, medium roll mana. That's pretty good. I need to craft AoE on them now. I need to go do some harvest, or I honestly just buy some harvest juice.
Ahoy there!
I sold this earlier. One div.
We'll make it happen.
Wait, what? So what do we do now? Like, this doesn't need to be here. I actually wasn't planning to not use anathema. Not sure what to put there. I could do the Kikazaru, I guess. Just throw that on for the meantime until I figure out what I want to do. I will switch to Spark when I want to. I'll have the Chaos.
Good luck to you. Oh, put the word out.
I don't know.
What have you got for me?
Grimps, how's it going?
Got some wealth for you.
Just made some big changes. I crafted my weapons. Feels good. Are you gonna 0 to hero your smite?